Hello and welcome to Gamer Social. My name is Matt here, and let's fly the PMDG 737-800 aircraft. We are yet again well, we are kind of standing, I suppose. We're standing at London Gatwick Airport, right where we left off in our previous flight, our very first flight. So in the last couple of episodes, we took off from London Gatwick Airport, we circled around for a bit, we had a bit of fun, we came back down, had a bit of a dodgy landing, but you know, it was our first landing, it wasn't too bad. So right now it's about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. As you can see, it's a little bit cloudy, but it's generally quite nice. I still have some lights flashing because the aircraft is still in the same state as I left it. So it's slightly powered up, but it's slightly powered down at the same time. You know, it depends if you like a half full, half empty sort of person. I'm talking absolute bollocks. But there we go. So today we are actually going to go to another airport. We are going to fly to Manchester Airport, fly up north for a little bit. It's about an hour and a half flight. It's not that long. We'll be cruising about 26,000 feet because by the time we get up there, we're going to be coming back down again. So yeah, it's going to be good. We're going to be doing quite a few flights over the next couple of weeks. I have some nice destinations lined up which I will show you. So let's begin doing our flight planning, and I will show you where I plan on taking this beautiful aircraft. See how it shines. Look at the body, it's shining in the sun. It's brilliant. Let's go, guys. Let's do some planning. Alrighty, so let's get some planning done. So, look, my mouse is flickering like a right bitch. Never mind. It's quite disturbing, that is, actually. So, let's have a look at, first of all, let's have a look at the weather, as we should do. So let's go to conditions at EGKK. Let's see what it's doing. I also have the wonderful app again on my phone called AeroWeather. Let's just make sure it agrees 180 degrees at 7 knots. It does indeed. So we're going to be using 26 left. I believe that's what we used last time, actually. Which is just perfectly fine. So how about Manchester? I guess we're going to be going to. So we can make a note of that as well and do a double check. So if I use my phone as well, I can put in EGCC. That's not how you spell EGCC. You can't see it obviously, so you have to bear with me a little bit. And let's see what direction it believes we're going to be landing in. It really is flickery today. Absolutely metal. It believes either 23 right or 23 left. So that is fine. So weather, it should not be a problem, I don't believe. We look at the map, we got a few clouds going up, but Manchester's around here somewhere, I think, around that sort of area, which is going to be perfectly fine. So if I open up this wonderful thing, and so first of all we're going to be leaving Gatwick Airport. I have it up here on the screen on Wikipedia, wonderful Gatwick Airport, and we're going to be heading to Manchester Airport, as you can see here, right down at the bottom of the city centre apparently. After that, we're going to be going onwards again and going further north to go to Glasgow Airport. I thought it'd be fun to go to Glasgow, get into Scotland, why not? And it'll be a new airport for us to explore. Once we have done that, I thought it'd be a good idea to come back down south and go to Belfast Airport. And there you go, Belfast Airport. I thought it'd be nice to go to Northern Ireland for a little bit. And do a nice landing there. I've never been to Belfast Airport before. I haven't been there in real life or in simulation actually. Same as Glasgow, I think. I've never been there either. Manchester, I've flown there before in simulation, but I've never been there in real life. And then what we would do is head down to London Stansted. We'll be going there for a reason. We'll be going there to have our aircraft painted in an airline's colour, so we can begin operating for a airline. So more on that when we get to it. So you have a look at Google Maps. We can see where we're going. So Crawley, this is down here. As you can see, this is where London Gatwick is. We'll be flying all the way up to Manchester, around here somewhere. So Manchester's ring, basically. But then we're going further north to get to Glasgow. We'll then be having a very short flight to Belfast. So it won't take long at all, and that's actually pretty much pointless. But there we go. And then we're taking Belfast all the way down to Stansted, around here somewhere, I believe. I think it's towards the eastern part of London. And then we'll be going onwards from there to a different country altogether. Exciting time. So for our route, I've gone ahead. I use VATaware. I think it's pretty awesome. I've put in EGKK-EGCC, and so we'll be using this route here. So I'm going to make a note of this actually on the old computer. So we're going to be using the LAM area. I expect we'll use the same actually. Going via N57 to Welling, and then via T420 to TNT. We can do that route. It says here 26,000 feet, so as I said just a second ago, that's probably what we'll be doing, unless our flight computer recommends something different. So we can do that, no problem at all. We're using the 737, not an A319, and we're not flying for British Airways either, but it just gives us an idea of a route we can take, and that's the sort of plan we'll be using. We'll be even right over the centre of London by the looks of it, so that could be pretty awesome. So for fuel, I use fuelpanel.com. Also I'm using the PMDG, so I've chosen the 737-800 aircraft. And I've put in a departure and arrival airport. And it gives you an idea of how much fuel you use. I mean, it's pretty good. I tend to put on a little bit more on the aircraft just to make sure, because I find sometimes it can be a little bit short and you end up drifting when you come out of finals, which is never good fun. So I use kilograms on the aircraft, so I have to convert this. So 10,440 pounds of fuel. Throw it into Google, not a problem at all. 4.7 kilograms. Yeah, well, no more than that. 4,735 kilograms. Ignore me saying 4.7, talking rubbish. So if we have a look at our wonderful charts, let's go to London Gatwick, and so we are here again by this last fence, as we were. And what do I say, which runway? It's going to be 26 left, which is exactly the same as what we did before, I believe. Let's double check that again. Oh, I can't type in EGKK now. So EGKK is currently updated. 26 left. Yes, so we're going to be going off towards the western part of the country. So if we bring this out a little bit, I don't know why my mouse is flickering like crazy. It's really bugging me. But if we have a look at everything, is actually flashing at the moment, isn't it? Everything is flashing. That is rather disturbing. I wonder if it'll stop if I close FRAPS. Maybe it's that. Go away. Makes no difference. Fair enough. Whatever then. Oh no, it didn't. No, it didn't. It kind of has helped a little bit. So if we have a look at 26 left, it says on my thing it's going to be a land departure. We've done that before. This one here. No. 26 left. So I chose to choose the right one. Yes, so we'll spin around immediately, come back along alongside the airport, and then we'll disappear up north. So that's good. We'll use the LAM departure. Just make sure I have the chart where I need it on my other computer, which I do, so I have that on the screen, which is good. So that's fine. We're then going to be heading to Manchester. And if we have a look at Manchester, it said, it did, what did it say? I can't remember which runway it said. 23 right or 23 left. So we're going to be coming in around the other side of the airport. That's fine. And for our chart, for our route rather, it said TNT. So start coming in from the south. Yes, TNT. So we can come in using that one there. The rest of them actually coming from a completely different point of the country, so we won't be worrying about that. And that just confuses the living hell out of me. Where's that? That's coming from the east, I suppose, isn't it? Or is it? Oh, whatever. Yeah, so we'll be using the Dane arrival. Let's make sure I got that on my other screen as well. Dane arrival, there we go. Yep, I have that. That's good. So we'll be coming in via Dane. That's fine. Onwards from here. Gabonk. And I'll be heading towards where we got to go. So ILS, we're going to use 23 right in this case then. So we'll come in. I believe we should go over the airport and then go up the actual path, the runway of the glide slope rather. And then we go. We turn around there and come around. I think we do. We turn around there. Come back around on ourselves. Possibly. We'll have to keep an eye on that. I think that could be a bit interesting. It always is a bit of an interesting approach. We have got Cat 3B for Autoland, which we will be doing today. We're going to be doing Autoland because of my bit of a interesting landing last time around. So we will do that. Let's make sure I have the right runway on my screen. And I do. Good. So I think we're all set then, really. I think we have everything we need to crack onwards. Helps if I know where we're flying to, otherwise we'll never get there. But never mind. So our aircraft is kind of still switched on. It was from the last flight we did. We didn't fully switch it all off. I don't really remember. Let's have a look. What we actually have on and what we don't. So we have all the window heat. I can go off for now then. I just think I turned that off for some reason. That can go off along as well as that can go off. That is all left on. Our fuel pumps are on. We're using ground power, I think. Yeah, we're using ground power, which is good. And I think everything else is all set, to be honest. If we go up to here, we can make sure that's all working still, which it is. Let's get that turned off, turn that back to a line. Magic. And we can go to init reference, we are at EGKK. For London Gatwick, we are at a random gate. Oi, put it in there. Oi. Why doesn't it want to? Oh, I put it in the wrong line, that's why. Silly me. And can we put this in here yet? Nope, not yet. Waiting for that to do its thing, I think. Anything else I've got to do up here? God knows. Get that cleared then. I think it's doing its thing at the moment, so I will let that do whatever it needs to do. So we're going to do EGCC. I'll keep an eye on that though, because they might not want us to align our what's Maduda. So our route, as we agreed, let's bring that back up on my screen. So it's going to be from LAM. And it is going to be the first one. I know that much already. And it's going to be N57 as the via going to Welland. W-L-I-N. Welland. Awesome. And then T420 for the next waypoint. And that's going direct to TNT. To some explosives. Woo! Activate it. Execute it. Awesome. So what I do need to do is set me fuel up. So we set 4,735.5 kilograms. I'm going to give myself 6,000 kilograms. And it's in pounds. But I'll be damned, I thought it was in kilograms. I want to change that. So, setup. Options. Simulation. Is it under simulation? Maybe not. Maybe it's under performance. Nope. Maybe it's not under key commands, is it? Nope. Huh. Options. Now we're done that. Aircraft. Displays. I want it to be into kilograms. Mainly because I think I know where it is actually. There you go. Kilograms. Magic. Right. Let's try again, shall we? So actions. Fuel. I'm gonna give myself 6,000 kilograms just to give myself a little bit extra. Just to make sure. There we go. That's good. Init reference. Can we do anything with the position yet? Really? Because it doesn't like this, is it? Wrong one. Boom. Come on, is it working? It is indeed. Please align it. Let's get ourselves aligned, please. We should be able to. Otherwise, this isn't going to show up. Here we go. There we go. Now it's doing it. I don't know why I didn't want to do it the first time round, but boom, if I do that, now I can go flick-de-flick. It's not realistic timing. I don't know why. And yeah, see? Magic. So, 0 fuel weight. It still doesn't want to do anything, but oh well. Reserves, we're going to give ourselves... Get ourselves 3 kilograms of reserves. Costing it to 25. Flight level we said was going to be 260. Is it going to like us doing 260? Here it comes. There we are. 260. It will indeed. Transition altitude is 6,000. And execute that. M1 limit. Take off. Flaps 5. As you do. And PMDG 4.66 trim. I'll make a note of that. I'll probably forget to do it because you know what I'm like. And do not want to do any speeds at all. That'd be brilliant. Why do not want to? Whoa, hello. Didn't go up there. Why does it not want to do any speeds? I'm the auto throttle for starters, though. Oh, I know why. It's because I haven't chosen departure, but I'm getting ahead of myself here. I'm getting a bit messy. So let's take things back a step. So we're using 26 left, and we're using, what are we using? We're using Lamb 4M. Kaboom. Yeah. Execute that. Magic. Unable to cruise altitude. Shush. Arrival. We are doing 20. I can't remember. We are doing 23 right. ILS. We're coming in via Dane. And we are going to be using the Dane 1B. That's Dale. Don't select that. Dane 1B. Execute it. Now we can go to our performance page. M1 limit. Take off. Redo that. Dog's bollocks. We give ourselves 144. So 144. There we go. Get that to 26,000 feet. I don't think we're going to make it actually, to be honest with you. It doesn't believe we will. What's our heading? It's going to be 260. I think there we go. 26 because it is 26. Yeah. As I thought. So let's have a look at our legs a minute then. Because I don't believe that they can make it up that high. Oh no, I think we can. But I could be closed up. I think we can make it just about, yes. So if we have a look-see, we shall flip that into plan, put that to 20. Let's have a look, shall we? Let's go back to page 1. So we're going to come out, step, going to go spin around, fly the wrong direction, fly north, keep flying north, top of climb. Why is there a big gap? It's weird. Oh, boom. Let's try that again then. So top of climb, top of descent. It's pretty much immediately. Brilliant. Deceleration, coming down, going in line with the runway. We then go out, spin around, and come back. I think. We're on C123 right. Oh no, we come out before. Okay, that's fine. And then we land down. Magic. I'm happy with that. How much fuel do I think we're going to have left? 4.1. I said reserve of 3. That is good news for me. Forecast transition altitude is going to be 6,000 still. Speed restriction is already set. I think we may be alright with that then. Make sure this is all good to go. Yes, it is. So flight director is already on. I know that can go away. Set that to RTO. Let's pop up here, shall we? So let's put, that's already on actually. Didn't turn that off. So right engine is going to be first today. I can't remember what engine we did last time, but never mind. Your damper can now go on. I'm going to turn the APU on to get things ready. Seatbelt can go on. Even though there's nobody really on this plane, it's just a maintenance flight. The electrical is already on. So when we get to Manchester, what we got to do? What is the elevation is 257, so let's fit that to 250. Altitude, that can stay the same. I'm not too fussed about that. That can be perfectly fine. And as soon as our APU has started, I think we'll be good to push back. So I need to reset the clock as well. Get that done. Kablunk. Anything down here worth fiddling around with? I don't think so. That's already on. I might have to give that a test though, I suppose. Again, we won't be using air traffic control. There is no need really because we're flying on our own. And we should be, hopefully, I don't think we'll be flying into the sunset quite yet because it is, it's only 5:15. So I think the sun will still be up by the time we get to Manchester. You never really know though, I suppose. So if we flip our way up here. Is this going on? I think I may have pressed it to go the wrong way. I don't think I turned it on. Never mind. Yeah, come on in a minute then. So anything else we got to do up here, that's got to go on though, I suppose, to help it turn on in the first place. Otherwise it really won't work. Window heat can go on again now. Probe can wait until we push back. There is no need for that yet. And as soon as the APU is on, we can actually begin our pushback, I believe. Whenever it's ready. Because there's nothing much else we can actually do around here at this moment in time. Or what we can do is get our door shut. Do the ground connections on. How do we have power? How do we have power? I actually do not know. That is really strange. Let's close that door. So what the hell have we been using the power this entire time? Oh, it must be on the APU. Fun. Okay. We were on the APU the entire time. Alright, fair enough. So, let's request a pushback. How do it? Prepare now for departure. Yes, I need to be pushed back. And start the pushback now, please. Let's do this. So, that was interesting. We're actually using APU power the entire time, apparently. I had no idea we were doing that. Did you guys know? I had no idea. I really am not paying much attention to that, am I? Oh dear. It's going to be a really interesting flight if I can't pay attention. So, have we got our truck in place yet? Yeah, it's almost there. So in that case, we may as well disconnect all this ground connection rubbish. Oh dear, we have got our pocket brake set, right? Yeah, it's that good. That good. Right, so. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We're almost ready. I think we are actually good to go.
Okay, hold on as we prepare the aircraft for pushback.
Thank you very much. I will hold on, don't you worry. Let's get this plane pushed back. Come on. Come on. I'm ready when you are. Here we go now.
Release parking brakes.
Yay! Off we go. Off we go again. Leaving London Gatwick for quite some time. Won't be back here in a little while, really. We got some quite a few bits and pieces to do.
Left is clear. Right is clear. Okay to start engines.
Alright, start engines. Going to do the right hand engine first, so turn that to ground. Let's keep an eye on how things are actually going. You can kind of hear it rumbling in the background. I don't know if you can hear it, but I definitely can. I can hear exactly what it's doing in the background. Here it goes. It is revving its way up. So we can put some fuel in it in just a second. What we will do is set our altimeter correctly as well in a minute. Boom, there we go. Whilst that's doing its thing, we can set this to 1019. Magic. Is the engine going to be going up or? All the fuel is on, right? Are we going to have technical problems? Because I can't hear the engine coming on. Have I done something wrong? We are on APU, right? Yeah. Wow. The engine don't want to come on.
In position. Reset parking brakes.
Magic. Okay. Let's try the other engine. See if I can get the other one on. I had an engine fail. Yeah, it's not saying engine fail.
Total equipment is removed.
Wow. Interesting. Let's try the other one then, see if I can get this one going. This is quite interesting. Giving it the fuel. Wow, it's not doing anything whatsoever, is it? Okay. So, pop quiz, why won't my engine start? That is most bizarre. My engines don't want to do anything.
Left is clear, right is clear. Okay to start engines.
Thank you. Any failures? There's no failures. We are on the APU is on, that's for sure. Maybe this is why. That is why. Ah, the air, we didn't have enough air. I thought that was off though. I looked at that and I thought that was actually off. How about that? Wow, okay, the packs are on. Dear oh dear, I shouldn't have put that on straight away. Oh guys, this is going to be an interesting flight. I can't even get the engine started without messing it up. That's going to go on straight away as well. Oh god, I'm nervous. I'm really nervous. I think I'm going to end up crashing this plane out of the sky. It's not going to be good. So 4.6 seconds is the trim I need.
Please wait for my hand signal on the left hand side. Goodbye.
That'll do for that. Waiting for your hand signal. Well, where are they? I was going to say, where are you? All the clouds are gone though, so it's clearing up nicely. It's good. I think I actually have got the wrong out. It's going to wave at me in a minute. It's 1 or 20 is actually R1. Alright, he's giving it against the finger, so that's good. That's the 120, that's our altitude. So you see the other engine is now doing its thing, which is good. Put that on continuous, put that on continuous, flip that over to the other side. And let the power take over. Tax light is already on. APU can now come off. Get all that on, probe can come on, that's already on. It's everything else all okay. Because I don't want to engine valve, or whatever. Because I don't want to get going and end up falling out of the sky or something stupid. I think we're good to go. I do believe we are good to go. Let's go then, shall we? Before I change my mind and cancel this maintenance flight. Oh dear. At least we managed to get going in the end though. It's definitely been more interesting this one. Crikey. Well, you know, I just say I would make mistakes and this sort of stuff. I'm not a professional. I am still learning and there we go, I've made a mistake. But I fixed it. And the plane is on its way. So let's make our way to the airport. To the runway. Oh dear. Oh, I should not be doing this. I should not be doing this. I've used quite a bit of fuel as well, pissing about all that, I think. But never mind. Not to worry. These things happen, I suppose. And there's not a lot that can be done about it. So off we go. Time to make our way out of here. Oh dear, oh dear. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Alright, coming up on the first turn. Coming up on the first turn. So got quite a way to go again to get to the direction of the runway we're going to be taking off from. Yeah, we won't be coming back to London Gatwick for a little bit of time. We've got a few flights we need to do before we end up coming back here, so it's going to be a little while. That's fine. We've got plenty of exploring to do. And hopefully soon we'll start taking passengers around. But whilst I can't seem to get the engine started about messing things up, I don't think it's safe to take any passengers on board. I wouldn't trust myself, and I wouldn't blame them if they didn't trust me either. Dear oh dear. We may as well set our clock close so we can start judging the time. I'm not quite sure what time it thinks we're going to arrive. Look at the progress thing. It thinks we're going to be there at 17:14. That is Zulu, that is. So it's a little under an hour actually. Yeah, that's not bad. It's quite a short flight to be honest. It shouldn't take us long at all to get there. So it's a lovely, lovely night to fly though. It's a lovely evening to fly. It's currently 19 degrees outside as well. It's quite warm. It's not bad for England. For an evening as well. It's that's pretty damn good I think. That is pretty damn good. I'm going a little bit off the taxiway here. Just slightly adjust myself. And let's pull back the throttle as well. Because we're going a little bit too fast. Not too much, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Dear oh dear. So, not long until we get to the runway, it's only over there. And some people stood there in front of their car. Doing nothing useful, by the looks of it. But yeah. Not bad at all. We're making good progress. So hopefully all will be successful. So I'm just going to get my chart brought up quickly for London Gatwick, Gatwick's departure, just so I can keep an eye on where we're going to be going and what we're supposed to be doing. I'm going to try and follow the chart as best I can. Yeah. All will be fine though. Oh look, a lovely 747. Beautiful aircraft. Absolutely beautiful. It's really good. We're almost there though. We are almost there. Almost time to line up. It's a very nice clear day today as well. It's pretty good. It's nice having a clear day to fly. It's rare that you get a nice day to fly when you're at an airport in England, to be honest. Never mind, let's go this way. Like so. And then this way. You're almost there. Almost there. The runway's just in front of us. So I think we're almost good to go. Runway ahead. Let's stop in front of it and do our final preparation before we taxi onto the runway. Here we go. And we are stopped. Let's set those parking brakes. Let me get my breath back. Let's turn off taxi lights, on with the runway turn off lights, on with the landing lights. Everything is all good and gravy. It's just do a little chime to say that we're going to be taking off to anybody that may be in the aircraft with us, on the aircraft, whatever. Pro P can now go on. It already was on. My bad. Making mistakes, me. Yeah, we're good to go. So off with the parking brake. Onwards with the thrusters. I'm ready for it. So we'll be doing a manual takeoff, I suppose. Oh, have I got a thing up here? Have I got a head-up display? I don't think I have actually. Oh no, I have. Let's use it. Why not? Let's use a head-up display, shall we? I thought it'd be good fun. Why not indeed? Right, on to the centre line. On to the centre line. Spin it around. Right then, I am ready. Thrusters forwards. Like so. Centre it up a little bit and boom. Away we go. I manually fly it as well for a little bit, as I did in the previous takeoff video from London Gatwick. But I got to do quite a sharp turn at some point as well, so yeah. But nice and straight though, right down the centre line, which is good news.
V1.
V1.
V1 rotate.
And I'm rotating.
V2.
Come on, plane, up you go. Alley-oop. Voila. Positive rate, gear is going up. Oh, gotta follow a little marker. Boom. Magic. Absolute magic. Now we have a nice little bit of headwind, nothing too crazy. Just got to keep following that marker on my head display as best I can. As best I can. There we go. I don't know what altitude we're going to. I think we're going to 4,000 feet. By the looks of the chart, that's where we're supposed to be, and that's what we're at. So yeah, we're turning shortly as well. I'm just concentrating here to try and fly the aircraft correctly. Oh, hello. That's my bad. And we should be doing our turn at some point as well, I think. Probably be about now. I think I'm going to turn my plane by myself. If I turn on the autopilot now, and away it goes. So, we're already at 6,000 feet, really? That was fast, wasn't it? I don't think we're supposed to go that high, but there we go. Never mind. Bring our flaps in. Yeah, I don't think we were supposed to go that high, or for some reason the flight director didn't seem to want to actually tell me where to go, which is always amazing. Yeah, so now we are descending. Turn off that anyway. So if we go to 6,000 feet, let's just say we've been cleared to there. There we go. We can manually control the altitude from now, I suppose. So we're going to be at 5,000 feet when we get to D15 LAM, which is wherever the hell that is. I have no idea. What's with the caution light? Anything wrong with the FMC? Check out your target, shoot it, and know what I'm doing. So flaps are up, speed is fine. We're making our way around. And you can see the airport just took off from, which is a pretty good view. We can turn off the gear. There we go, getting back on our line as well, which is good. What's out the window then? Anything special? Yeah, we'll be seeing London over there shortly, I would imagine. There's not many clouds in the sky either, which is always good. So that is good fun. So I will readjust the altitude. As we start to turn around, so when we turn around to the left to head north, I will override the altitude to go to our cruise, so we can get up a little bit sooner. I don't want to be going around at these low altitudes for longer than I can get away with, really. So we will pretend we've been given authorization, going through a bit of haze here, authorization from air traffic control to do that, which will be good fun. So we can get away with that pretty nicely. Pretty nicely indeed. So a few clouds have appeared by the looks of it, as we're flying around over them. So it's quite pretty. There's the airport. Oh, that all there, black squares. Tries to load in the data. But flying away from London Gatwick, we're coming through some... bloody hell, more clouds are appearing out of nowhere. When I look away, they seem to appear. Creep up on you. But never mind. So we can fly through some clouds, no problem at all, I'm happy with that. They don't seem to be that bad, there doesn't seem to be that bad weather around here, so it's not really a concern, to be honest. We can get away with it. Not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. Yay, nothing but white. Nothing but white. We're gonna make it out the other side. Oh, we're gonna make it. Where have all these clouds come from? They weren't there before. It was a clear day to fly before. Bloody hell, there's a lot of them, isn't there? It really is a lot of them. Can't see much. Can't see much at all. So we'll be coming up with our turn shortly. It takes ages to get there, that's for sure. Along to there we go. Magic. Boom. Really good stuff. Another airport over there. Very tiny though. I think that's the Thames River as well up ahead. And to the left, we should be flying right over the centre of London, really right over the centre of London City, which would be good. Be good fun. We'll be in the air for about, well, not been in the air for about 11 minutes, in the air for about 5 minutes really. We haven't been in the air for that long. Here's some more clouds, I don't know what these were. A visa's appeared in front of us as well. Dear, oh dear. It's not good. There's too many of them. So how are we doing with our progress then? We're going to be there in about 40 minutes, I think, to be honest. That's not bad timing actually to get to Manchester. That's pretty good. It's not a bad flight at all. We will soon be there. And that's just fine. I'm happy with getting there nice and swift. And we'll be coming up by turn. So it's always out to our right hand side. There's some pretty scenery really. All the fields, few water features, and the city there in the background. You can see there's some sort of city there. 10 points to the person who can name what city that is or what village that is. It looks like a city from this height, but it might be only a village, I suppose. Who knows? So now with that, we've left Gatwick. I can get my phone set up to show the weather at Manchester, so I can see how it's doing. Ooh, the wind might change. It may change. So we might be lying a different runway, but we'll soon see when we get closer. So I will be cool. Getting this set at 26,000 feet. And I will activate that as soon as we get around this bend that we're coming up to now. And we can get ourselves up to the cruising altitude. Because right now we're headed to the east of England. Right to the east of England. What I can do though is clean things up a little bit. I can turn that off. There we are. Magic. Oh, over the black dot there in the background. So around the corner we go any minute now, and then we can start accelerating and start climbing as well. And get ourselves up to cruise and then descend back down straight away. It'd be good doing an auto land today. I'm looking forward to doing that because it's a different sort of landing. It really is. So it should be successful, but I've got to keep an eye on different things and make sure it's all programmed correctly, otherwise it will end up being a bit of a disaster. But some really nice looking scenery there, that's for sure. So around we go. Keep going around. And then we can get things accelerating, and then we can have a nice look at London as we fly over as well. And then we'll skip on ahead to our top of climb. There's London though, as you can see. That is definitely the Thames River. There wouldn't be any other river nearby. So once we level off, I will activate the altitude change. And we can get ourselves going up higher. Ready for it? Ready for it? Leveling off now. We're probably going to turn to the right ever so slightly just to straighten ourselves up. We got a little bit scruffy on that turn by the looks of it. That's the autopilot for you. There we go, we're turning ever so slightly to the right hand side just to get that sorted out. But that's not a problem at all. No problem at all. Right then, I'm ready. Let's intervene with the altitude. Level climb. Here we go. So flying through some more clouds, but it's a bit. I didn't see those coming either. So I don't know if there's spawned in front of me. I have no idea. So watch out for the speed though. Don't want to go too high. This is why I set the altitude restricted to 230 knots rather than 250 knots under 10,000. It's to give you that little bit of leeway. So as you can see, I've started the climb. The altitude is still behaving. It's good. Let's have a look at London for a bit. Look at that. The sun is nice and bright in the sky, and there is London down below. I wonder if we can see the O2 Arena from here. I think you can actually. I think it's right there. I think that's the O2 Arena. Very nice. Very, very nice. So almost 10,000 feet. And once we are, we can then go even faster. And get a shifty on. So we are climbing at quite a rate at the moment. Quite a vicious rate as well, to be honest. Almost at 10,000. 8, 9, 10,000 feet. Here we go. So, what does this button do? I have no idea. Up. Nope, not going to do that. Apparently not. Let's go and do that. Let's go faster though, which is good news. So VNav doesn't want to do that for some reason. Why not, anyway? Check altitude target. What was our target again? It was 26,000. Yeah. Oh, but not until... Oh yeah, I get it. But LAM's coming up nice and quick. Basically, our altitude target at LAM was 6,000, I think, so it wasn't planning on going anywhere until that point. We've got up to our speed now, though, and it stopped climbing. Then we'll change it again, then, just to get us going again. I think it's because playing around with the settings with my controls. Let's get that going again, so we keep climbing upwards. Oh, look at our window. Wow, London. There you go. There's London City down there as well. Airport rather. London City Airport I think is right there. To be honest with you, London Heathrow will be way over here somewhere in the background. It's quite close to London Gatwick, but we've obviously gone the other way around London, so it's over the other side. So I might be there, maybe in the cloud, I'm not quite sure. Cannot really tell from here. Is it over here? Oh, wrong button. Is it over there? I do not know. But never mind either way. It doesn't matter. So we're starting to turn now as we pass the LAM. And then we should be able to set VNav. Because then it will be expecting us to increase our altitude. So we should be able to follow that plan nicely. Boom. VNav. There we go. So I'm going to jump on ahead to where we hit our top of climb. I will see you in a second. And we are almost at top of climb. Just gone through 24,000 feet. We're almost there. We're past London. It's long gone. We're fairly high up in the air. Not massively, but you know, and it's nice and clear up ahead of us as well. It's really nice. And we're almost at our cruising altitude for a very short time. As you can see down here, top of descent is only over here. A very short gap until, you know, from when we actually start coming back down again. So yeah, we'll be descending shortly as well. So here we go. We need to actually start preparing that, to be honest. So I would do that now quickly. So we've got to intercept the glide slope at 3,000 feet. So now that we're almost at 26,000 feet, I can lower this down to 3,000 feet. And I'm checking the weather. It looks like we're still a 23 left arrival, which is always good news. So first of all, let's set up our parameter, get that all done. So what we got to do, what is the course of the runway? 23, right. Oh, it's actually 3,500. I set this to. Boom. Descent has begun, apparently. I didn't realise. I wasn't even looking. So 233 we got to set this to. And the same with the other one over here, 233. That is the course of the 233 course of the runway we're going to be landing on. As I said in the previous videos, we are going to be doing a auto land today because I thought, why not? See how it goes. It should be more successful than my other landings, but soon find out. I say other landings, there only ever has been one other landing, and it wasn't terrible, to be honest. It could have been better, but it wasn't terrible. 109.50 is the ILS frequency. 109.50, so that is all set up nicely ready to go. What I will set this up actually, so if I go on to standby and arm, can't remember how to do this. So elevation is 257. Is that good enough? Landing what's Medusa. I need to find the aerodrome chart to pull that off. So the runway is 10,007. Boom, ready, good, good, good. So that means we can have the heads-up display for this landing to keep an eye on things as we go down. It really is a short flight. We've only been in the air for about 25 minutes. It really is a short flight. I mean, we ain't there quite yet, I suppose, but you know, it's I thought it was longer. So I'm gonna go max auto brake, I think, today. And I tried doing this in the last landing, so I'm not going to use my reverse thrusters and let the plane try and stop itself just by using the brakes. Save some of the wear and tear on the engine, I suppose. It's the best thing to do. So how far have we actually got to go? Not that far at all, to be honest with you. If we have a look down here at our init reference, so we're going to be doing a FRAPS 40 landing. That'll be just fine. So where are we actually going to be parking up then? This I don't actually know. I think we're going to be parking towards... there is a maintenance area at this airport. I don't know if... I don't know if there's actually parking there or not. No, I don't believe so. I think what I'm going to do is go park at 74. Why is there a star on my thing? What is the star? Oh, left and right stands available. I see. Okay, I'm probably going to stop at stand 74, which is the far corner of the cargo station. cargo area, so we're going to be well out the way of the passenger terminals down there. I think that's probably the best place for us to put ourselves, so we're well out of the way. So is there anything decent going on outside? Not really. A few clouds in the sky. Seems to be a little bit hazy up front. You can see it a bit sort of blurred out there, but never mind. That's perfectly fine. Engine valve closed. Should it be closed? I guess not. It's illuminated. There's a problem here somewhere, but I'm not quite sure what that problem is. Never mind. Whatever. Should those be on? No, it should be on. Jesus Christ. Don't play around with the buttons. I'll fall out the sky. Dear oh dear. So we're making good progress on our way down. So there's quite a way for us to go, I think. What time does it believe us to arrive now? Progress, I think 17:22. So another 22 odd minutes to go. So yeah. Quite a long way for us to go at the moment. We will soon be there. We will soon get there. It shouldn't take too long. It should not take too long. We are doing okay. We are doing just fine. Everything seems to be going smoothly down here though, at least. Which is good. Really, we've got a bit of a headwind. Nevertheless, pretty much pointing right at us. So that's good for me really, because it helps me slow down. When you got a tailwind, it really does push your ass forwards more. Which is expected, to be honest. When you're trying to descend to slow down, it's not really what you want. It can be a bit troublesome. And it can make things a bit more rushed at the very end of your flight. You're trying to get the speed corrected for your final approach. But yeah. I am feeling quite sleepy this evening. I really shouldn't be flying. I already had my disastrous attempt at turning on the engines. I'm feeling quite sleepy. So I should be relieved really by somebody else. Some other pilot should come and say hello. But we got quite a descent to go, so just gotta try and stay awake I suppose. Otherwise I might be in trouble. We haven't got too much further to go. We seem to be bang on target for our descent approach. We're doing okay. We are doing just fine. Not a problem at all. Quite pleasant as well. You know, it could be worse. It could be pouring down with rain, or there could be storms around, or you know, it seems quite calm out there at the moment. I don't seem to be thrown around at all in the flight deck. There doesn't seem to be any turbulence. It just seems to be quite a smooth flight. So we're coming up on a deceleration point shortly. Probably because we're approaching 10,000 feet. So we need to slow our butts down a little bit and get our speed under control. So it's not too bad at the moment. It needs to be a little bit slower really. But it's not too bad at all. So I can see two little markers on there. There's another little green one here. I'm not quite sure what that's for, but never mind. Just got to keep an eye on things really and make sure that we don't overspeed below 10,000 feet. So I may have to manually intervene with the speed a little bit just to ensure that that doesn't happen, because you know what it's like. Oh yeah, you do. It can be a real pain in the butt. A real pain in the butt. So we're almost there, almost at TNT as well, which was our one of our waypoints, one of our final waypoints as well. So we should now actually be entering the star of the airport itself, standard instrument arrival. So if I have a look at that on my little chart, you can't see it, but it starts at TNT or Leicester. I think we're already on it, possibly. I could be mistaken. On 10,000 feet, I'm going to have to speed intervene. Get those speed brakes out and get that speed down quickly, because we're almost at 10,000 feet. So that really hasn't decelerated us enough to not break that speed limit. But not to worry, it's fine. Almost there. A bit of a crosswind now. We'll turn a little bit. There you go. Descent can now continue. Hopefully. Hopefully it does continue. Fingers crossed anyway. But you never know. Yeah, descending is now continuing nicely, which is good. So what was I looking at? We're taking a look and just see exactly where we were. So legs, we're currently at Dane. Which one is Dane? So what comes after Dane? It's going to MCT. Oh, we have passed all that fun stuff then, so we're actually coming on to our final approach. Yeah. Just looking at my chart, trying to figure out. Yeah, we have actually. Yeah, we're almost there, look, crikey. Crikey. So a little high, according to this, but only by about 400. I'm guessing that means 450 feet too high. Now it's getting worse. Right, time to override with the old altitude, just to ensure that we get ourselves down as we need to. Still making we're making good approach, I suppose. We are doing it, and the airport's now ahead of us as well. We can now see the airport. So right here, kind of stands out a little bit. We can most definitely see it. Which is splendid. Really good. Really, really good. So we'll be making a turn right over the airport, more or less, right over the runway at least, to fly out away from the airport, to then circle back on ourselves and do our final approach and land. So it's a little bit of an interesting approach. You know, it kind of makes sense, I suppose. You know, you find the airport, you see it, you fly out and you land back at it. But this use more fuel, I would say, to be honest, because you're having to fly a bit more. Whereas if it was me, I would fly directly out to the landing point or the glide interception point and land down. I'm just in this way, I'm doing more miles really, using more fuel. But never mind. This is the route that has been planned and filed, so we shall go along with it. So there is the runway coming into view. The actual runway itself just kind of popped up into view as well. They're hidden from us. Making good progress with our descent. We're almost back on track. Putting it back. So that's always good news. So I will relieve pressure of our descent rate now. I'll bring it back to, let's try 700. I think 700 will be fine. Yeah, it shouldn't be a problem at all. Things are actually too low now, which is typical. But never mind. So flying on overhead of the airport. I can take a little look. There it is. There is our airport. A few clouds around, nothing major. Again, it's quite a clear evening. Let's double check the weather again. Just make sure there's been no changes. And we are going through our transition altitude now, so we will get our landing lights on, our runway turn-offs. We'll turn this to continuous. I say we are good to land. Boom. Flying sideways. Off comes the standard. There we have it. Flying through some cloud. So let's get ourselves leveled out again. And we can plan our actual arrival into this airport. See how well it goes, I suppose. Let's see how well it goes. So we are flying away from the airport in the direction of the runway we're going to be landing on. We're going to circle around and perform our auto land for today. It's been quite a short flight, but this is the first of many around the UK. And then we'll be going off to new exciting destinations. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you are as well. So here we go. We've got to keep an eye and see what the aircraft is actually going to do. We're coming up on a bit of a turn in a minute. On a little bit of a turn. So I think it turns before, then comes back around, but I'm not entirely sure what the plane's going to do, so we're going to keep an eye. I might have to manually intervene on some things and see what it does decide to do, but yeah, hey ho, wait and find out, I suppose, won't we? See what happens. So we are all set to go. I think everything is all set and ready to do this landing. There's nothing else I need to program. I don't believe. I could be mistaken, because you know what I'm like. I've been having a bit of an interesting time. It's a bit hilly around here as well. It's got quite a few little mountain areas around here. It's not so flat as it is down by London. It's a bit more bumpity. So what is our plane gonna, what is our plane gonna do? We're not quite there yet, but we've got a little way to go yet. Keep going. So I believe it will turn out to the left as the, you know, towards the first magenta line. So we'll see what it decides to do. I'm a little bit nervous of what it does want to do. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's doing it. It is taking the first pink line. Or is it? Nope, it takes the second pink line. Well, there you have it, look. It takes the second pink line. And flies upwards. Fair enough. Or is it? Yeah. I'm pretty confident it's the first pink line. It's hard to tell really, but yep, it seems to be the first pink line, so that is fine. We're now at our cruising altitude, so back on with the VNAV. It wants us to slow our asses down a little bit, so we will do that. We'll put our speed brake out just so we can get the speed down to where it wants us to be, and we can look to start bringing that in our flaps, and that will probably be a very, very good idea as we start to approach for this landing. And I thought it might do that, so we will manually control the steering of the aircraft. And do it ourselves. I thought it might just turn the wrong way. I thought we did something like this around Manchester Airport. It just decided to start steering the wrong direction. But that's fine, we can do steering ourselves. We can override things, not a problem at all. Another level of flaps in. Let's get the steering turning on a little bit sharper though. It says we're at 2500. We could probably do with a localizer to come on, because we will be intercepting it shortly, and I'll lower the flaps down even further once we do, I think, because it is searching for at the moment. So as we come around, we're at the right altitude, which is always happy days, good news and all that fun stuff. Oh, scenery texture seems to be having a little bit of a jitterbug. Always the way when you're coming down after a flight for some reason. Got a lot to think about, I suppose. It's one of those things. But never mind, eh? So almost be straightening ourselves back up again. Like so. And then once I'm back on the magenta, I'll start turning around again to the left. So we've got a nice headwind by the looks of it for our landing today, which is always happy days. So where exactly am I heading to? Over here. So I'm going to turn early, just so I can get a bit of a less sharp of a sharp line onto the runway direction. Hopefully give us more time to intercept that that localizer as well. So whilst we are doing that, I will arm my speed brake. And fly more or less straight out. Get another level of flaps in. Bring the speed down a little bit as well. I believe we're too low, but we're fine. We are just fine. And we manually fly the aircraft a little bit of manual control, but that's fine. We'll be turning on the auto land facility shortly, providing the glide slope is intercepted, but that could always be interesting. So let's begin our turn into the direction of the runway at least. Just try and give it a bit of a fighting chance to find that glide slope. Locate the ILS. Not quite sure when it starts. Other than my thing here, D10-3, whatever that means. Oh, there we go, it's poured it. Down with another level of flaps, so I'll put this now to 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Get the approach, hold on. Let's get our doodah down. Nice and ready. Down with some more flaps, nice and early. here we go. It's caught that nicely, so it's going to begin our descent. All nicely for us. Matt is asking for a gear to go down. Here we are. Magic. Another level of flap. Awesome. This is going more successful than my previous landing at the moment, which is good. It's keeping an eye on all the systems, making sure everything is working as planned, and we'll see if it's actually managed to land down successfully. So we should be going towards the right runway of 2, I believe. That's what we chose, was it not? Yeah, it was the right one. I hope, anyway. So, more flaps, please. And more flaps again. 136 can be our landing speed today. So it really is just a waiting game now, in all honesty, just making sure that everything goes to plan. And I think it's going to be honest. I think it's going to be just fine. Just got to make sure everything is all okay, and the rollout is all okay. So we will soon find out, I suppose, won't we? Whew. A little bit nervous, but an auto land shouldn't fail us, and it appears to be doing it correctly. I'm watching the flight director and the little green circle of wings, making sure it's 2 circles with me, and they seem to be doing just fine. They seem to be doing alright. Not much of a problem. Not much of an issue at all. And down it comes. So we're making a pretty steady descent. We seem to be doing just fine at the moment. And a few clouds around, but nothing too mental. Nothing too crazy. Just making sure that everything goes to plan. And right now it does appear to be doing just that. It appears to be doing just that. So we're almost there. So whilst I'm waiting for that to finish up the land, just bringing up my aerodrome chart just so I know exactly where I'm going when I finish. I think I'm pretty much aware, to be honest. I know where I'm going. Just gonna make sure I remember which gate to tell GSX, so 74. Gotta remember the number 74. So we seem to be dead on target at the moment, which is good. Almost there. 1,000. And it should be performing in auto land. It still says single at the moment. I think it's on the channel, and I know why. Oh god, let me turn that on. Is it going to do it? I don't know if it will or not. I might have to manually land after all. We'll see. I'm gonna no auto land. Splendid. Looks like I'm landing it myself then. Cool. Here we go. I'm gonna be a little bit quiet.
100, 50, 30, 20, 10.
Oh yes. How about that then? That was much better. And no reverse thrust needed. Oh yes. That was good. That was very good. That was very, very good. I'm liking that. Oh, there we are then, guys. That was a manual landing because I forgot to turn the other half of the autopilot on. Because I'm that stupid. Oh dear. Okay, well that was a much more successful landing. That's how my landings should be. That's what I expect from myself. So it lined it up, but that time it was much, much, much better. And the heads display definitely helped with that actually. I should have used that last time, but there we go. And I would turn on the APU bleed as well. Oh, okay. So we need to increase our position to 74 it was. So whilst I'm doing that, just slowly, there we go, that'll do. How about that then? Let's pre-break up or down. I'm not even sure if that deployed, to be honest. There we go, we made it. That was a good landing. We'll probably do an auto land on the next flight we do, because I actually want to do an auto land correctly. All that did was just took us down towards the airport. What is that complaining at? I have no clue. Alright, slow the aircraft down just a tad. Going a little bit too fast. Let's make our way in now. Let's make our way in to wherever we gotta go. We will use taxiway A. If it wants to steer for me today, there we go. Here we are. Nicely done. Doing good. And we can park ourselves up, and we're probably going to spend the night here. It'll probably be an early morning departure as we head towards Glasgow as we move further north. So no more flying for today. We are going quite fast around here, to be honest. Should slow it down a little bit, but I'm quite keen to park up now because I'm a little bit sleepy. I wasn't planning on doing a manual landing in the end. Well, it wasn't fully manual, I suppose. It was semi-manual, semi-automatic. You know, it got me down, and then I had to deactivate the autopilot at the last minute. But that's fine. It's not a problem at all. That was much better though. A much smoother landing, and no reverse thrust needed either. This is good. So it puts a bit of pressure on the brakes, but it relieves the pressure on the engines. What's more expensive? The engines. So brakes are cheaper to replace. Even as a simulator, it's still nice to treat it as if it was a real aircraft, doing all the magic stuff. That Q. Yep, I need to follow Q. All the way down to the end of this one here, beyond that 747 in the background. It's quite a way to go, but it has to be done. Let's turn that thrust down a little bit. Don't know what this Q1's all about, but no one's going to park there, that's for sure. Oh, there's a taxiway, that goes right through it. That's a big building over there. That's one of the terminals. So I'm going to go all the way down here and try and find 74. Just right down the very end. I think my APU is all on nice and ready. This is good. It's perfectly fine. So 29, 29 twice, really? No, I'm reading these wrong. 68, 29. It's 68. Where did I get 29 from? Oh, a long way to go. Let's slow the aircraft down a little bit because I'm kind of putting my feet down on the pedals a little bit. Speeding my way. For about an hour roughly, which is pretty damn good. I mean, that's pretty damn good. So I don't know what that was. I wasn't reading it. So that one is 72. 72. 73. 73, 73 right. 74 left. And here we go, our parking stand for tonight. Oh, I just stopped the plane. Slam on the brakes too hard. Come on then. Let's get it going. Here comes, there's our man, look, waiting for us. Waiting to wave us in. Try and get on the centre line a little bit. Boom, time to stop there. There we go. Magic. Let's get the APU taking over the power. Let's get our engines off. Let's also turn off that. That's all turned off already. Our logo can stay on, that can go down to there. Anti-collision off, wing can now go off. Probe heat off, all that can go off. Our packs can go off. Those can go off. That can go off. Your damper can go off. Everything can pretty much go off.
Blocks in position.
Thank you. Alright, let's get some power to the aircraft through ground connections. Set, ground power. Boom, boom. Goody goody goody. Ground power. APU off. Magic. Good stuff. And all electricals can go off. And on the way around we can go up here and turn that all off. There we go. We have made it. That was a much more successful landing. I like that. That was quite good. Thanks again for watching, guys. I will see you in the next episode, I'm sure, as we take off from Manchester and head towards Glasgow. Why not, eh? Thanks for watching. I'll see you then.